Hello and welcome to another speaking video of Johnny. Chào mừng các bạn một video speaking khác của Johnny nhé. So in my IELTS class, there are three students, Miss Sương, Mr. Trung, and Mr. Luân. Their levels are around 6.0, sometimes to 7. Okay, so now we are doing a normal short practice of speaking, so it's only all the way until 7:30, so we have 45 minutes. Cái video này mình có khoảng 45 phút thôi để làm thôi. Ok. Và sẽ nói bằng tiếng Anh hết nha. And we will be all in English now. So class, are you ready for your practice? Now, I would like to thank Mr. Ngọc Bách because he has provided us with this kind of prediction for IELTS speaking. So we can use that to practice, you know. Okay, so let's do part 1 IELTS practice now, talking about places where people like to read. So, Mr. Luân, how often do you read?
Hello. Okay. Well, I rarely read books this day, but when I was young, I mean I was a student.
When I was young.
I was young. I mean I was a student. I have read a lot of books.
I read a lot. I used to read a lot. Quá khứ. I used to read a lot.
I used to read a lot of books.
Past tense. Okay, so do you have many books at home, Mr. Luân?
I have a lot of type book, but I would like to tell you something about the novel and traveling book.
Traveling book? You mean travel guides?
I mean a story about the trip of
trips.
the author.
The trip.
Yeah. Just the
trip
story
of the author.
Yeah.
Okay, so Miss Sương, please, do you think that Vietnamese people do enough reading or not? So what do you think could be the reason?
Well, I think that nowadays because internet and technology is developing very quickly, and people can approach anything very easy, and just why they can enjoy watching easily than reading. So I think that reading meant that now, but not many people is reading too much.
Okay, so you think is it because of work or is it because of lack of interest?
Yeah, maybe because time is not enough.
Time is precious? You think time is precious for them?
Time is, they have to work a lot and they want to relax themselves by another way. So
they have to find a way to survive.
Yeah. So reading is not their interest nowadays.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, because when I come to the store, I can't see a lot of people there.
Right.
Yeah.
So because is it because of COVID-19?
Yeah.
Is it because of COVID-19 or is it because people are not interested in reading anymore? You think?
Yeah, I think The main reason I think is because they are not interested in reading.
They're not interested in reading. Yeah.
Yeah, because in some plaza, I think people is crowded, but in the bookstore or library, there are little people there.
There are very few people there. Few,
Yeah,
because people are people are countable, plural, plural, countable. So few people.
Yeah,
All right. Very good, Mr. Trung, please. So what kind of people like reading, and what kind of people don't like reading? What do you think?
I think that the kind of people who love reading is like very smart, and they tend to um, studious, like
Tend to
so
be studious.
yeah
Tend to be studious, like
be
me.
studious. So they need to
They
need
tend
to
to be
do
studious, like me.
and they need to do a lot of
Okay.
researching. So they have to read a book to find their source, or to have more knowledge for their work. And the kinds of people who don't like read a book is like, I would say, lazy student, or some person that they don't have to research a lot. They don't have to find a source for their work, or they're just lazy in general.
Just like my student. Is that what you mean?
That's not what I mean.
Oh, of course, that's not what you mean. My students are good students, of course. Okay, now, so let's move on to singing, which is 13. Singing. So, Mr. Trung, do you often sing?
No, I'm not saying that often because I don't confident with my singing.
I don't confident. I don't confident.
Yeah, I'm not
Is that
confident. Not
I'm not confident enough
yeah,
with my
not
singing.
confident with my singing. So I usually like sometimes I sing with my friend in a karaoke, but yeah, but otherwise I'm not sing that often. Sometimes when my favorite song is played, I maybe
It's
singing
being
along.
played. My
It's
favorite
playing,
when my
yeah,
favorite song is being played,
being played. I sing along.
you sing along.
Yeah.
So, Miss Shun, please, do you often sing?
Well, not really. I'm rarely singing. I do enjoy music, but for me, singing is not. I only singing when I'm go to the karaoke with my friend, but at home or singing for myself, only myself, not.
So, when do you often sing anyway? If I know that you don't sing a lot, but when you do sing, when do you often sing, and where?
Sometimes I go to party with my friends, and after that we will go to the karaoke.
Karaoke,
Yeah,
it's actually a good activity. I mean, everyone like to sing karaoke now, don't you
yeah.
think?
It's just the one way to let your hair down. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So I think the one reason, I mean the one occasion that people sing is when they receive their monthly salary. Of course, when they receive their monthly salary, they sing and then they go immediately to the shopping centers or shopping website. But then that's called disposable income because Now, after a few hours, the money is gone, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Trung, please. Mr. Lon, please. Do you
Yes.
like to sing?
Yeah.
Do you like to sing?
To be honest, I like to sing, but I don't sing well. I barely remember the lyrics, but I like the melody of the song.
Okay. The melodies of songs, so
So I just mm, I just sing the melody without the lyrics.
lyrics, without the lyrics.
Lyrics.
Okay, so Mr. Lun, is it difficult to sing well? What do you think?
I think it's very difficult
Really, it's really difficult.
really difficult
Not
to
really, really difficult.
really difficult to sing well. But we can improve the voice by
Practice.
study,
Yeah.
practice,
Just practice,
practice.
and practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just more practice. The more practice, the better.
More practice, more better.
Okay, so do you want to be a singer, Mr. Trung? Just be honest. Do you want to be a singer? Mr. Trung, your microphone.
Yes.
You don't have to always turn off your microphone, you know? Okay, so do you want to be a singer? And why? And why not?
No, I don't want to be a singer because
Is that because of your shyness?
no, the first reason is that I think if I want to become a singer, I should start earlier. Like I should start from maybe 10, 11, 12 years old because
No, I think it's never too late to start, to be honest with you.
but like I'm not that passionate when it comes to
You're not that passionate? You are not that passionate?
I'm not really into singing. Yeah.
You're not that
I'm
passionate. I see.
I'm not really into like performing or singing in front of audience. I just prefer singing for fun or entertainment for my own, or singing my favorite song, but not performing in front of a big audience. So
Oh, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of training to get
yes.
used to performing in front of many people, So let's move on with I think part 2, topic number 13. Okay, class. Describe a part of a town or city that you enjoy spending time in. Miêu tả một cái phần của thị trấn hay thành phố mà các bạn rất là khoái, rất là thích dành thời gian ở trong đó. You should say where is it located? Nó tọa lạc ở chỗ nào, nằm chỗ nào á. What part of it you are most familiar with? Các bạn quen thuộc với cái phần nào của nó nhất? What are the important landmark and places there? Nó có những cái landmark, cái chỗ mà đánh dấu, cái chỗ làm dấu hoặc những cái chỗ mà dễ nhìn thấy nhất, mà quan trọng, hoặc là những cái nơi nào quan trọng nhất ở đó. And explain why you enjoy spending time there, và lý do tại sao, giải thích lý do tại sao bạn lại thích dành thời gian ở đó. Okay, you have also part 3 questions. What are the best facilities that your town has? Your town, okay? Thị trấn, quê nhà hoặc là cái city, cái thành phố các bạn có những cơ sở vật chất nào tốt nhất? Do people prefer to live in a city than in a town? Liệu con người ta thích sống ở thành phố hơn là thị trấn không? Why do the elderly like to live in a countryside? Tại sao những người già thích sống ở vùng quê? Alright, this one is not that difficult. You have 2 minutes to think now. Okay, let's start now. Mr. Long, you first, please. Describe a part of a town or city that you enjoy spending time in. Your turn, please.
I would like to
Let's go straight into the point. Go đi thẳng vào vấn đề.
okay.
Yes.
This is a residence where I living in. It's called Embassy area. It's very familiar with me, and I love it so much because it has full of utilities for living, such as the park, children playground, fitness, supermarkets, and so on. Especially, it's very close to the city center. Just
very close to the city
10
center, yeah. Just 10 minutes walking, you mean?
The 10 minutes driving. I really enjoy the atmosphere at here. Atmosphere at here, because I have very good neighbors around, and they're very friendly and welcome.
They're very friendly and welcoming. Is there anything else?
I spend a lot of time outside because there a park near my resident area. I can spend 2 to 5 hours a day to training in the park.
Oh, I see. You are a hardcore. You are a person who loves exercises, yeah.
Yes. Which is the best park in Hanoi, in my opinion. That's it.
Okay. Miss Shun, your turn, please. Describe a part of a town or city that you enjoy spending time in, please.
Yes. Every time I come back to my hometown, I really love to spend my time to come here. It's the park. It's then by the river and the famous bridge in my hometown is Chultian Bridge. This park is stay side by side in the river, and there you can walk with a lot of trees, and the river is with the atmosphere is very cold with the water in there, and everyone just walk bike, drive their bicycle there, so the atmosphere very here they are not it not have a
it doesn't have
it's decorated by a lot of painting of the famous artists,
composers and artists. Yeah.
Yes, and the tree is big. Is the old
tree? The trees are big. Yeah.
The trees are big with old tree. So this place is fantastic place for me. I come there every morning by riding my bicycle with my cousin, my nephew.
Okay, I think that's good enough, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Trung, your turn, please.
So the part of my city that I enjoy is a park behind my schoolyard. So it's in District 1 behind my school. And
Yeah.
sorry, let me remember the name. I think it's the
Let me recall the name.
let me recall the name. It's September 23rd.
Yeah, September 23rd.
Yes.
Part.
Yeah, and the reason that I enjoy that part is because when I was a child back then, after school, me and my friend just spending time.
I and
In
my friend.
Yeah, I and my friend tend to spend time in that park for playing, for studying, for for a lot of things, for reading, for and like the landmark on that park, I think is like kid playground, like
Children
playground,
playground. Children's playground.
children playgrounds. Yeah, and because back then we are all child, we like playing in those park. So I spent a lot of time there before going home.
Ah,
Before I
you
head
spend
back
a lot
home.
of time there before going home.
Yes.
That sounds excellent.
Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay, very good. Let's move on to part 3 now. So, Mr. Trung, what are the best facilities that your town has? Think about the whole town. What do you have as the best facilities? Think about shopping malls. Think about public parks. Think about historical buildings, something like that.
Okay, so I'm now living in Ho Chi Minh City, which is I think the biggest city in Vietnam. And in my city, they have a lot of there are a lot of facility, many park,
Right.
many shopping center, many historical place, many tall building, uh, hospitals, schools, police station, and because this city is like the central city in Vietnam, beside the capital Hanoi, the capital, and the facility in this city must be like top top class, like the best,
Best of the best,
uh,
right?
best of the best,
Must be the best of the
and
best.
do people prefer to live in a city and a town? So I think it depends on like the age group. Like for example, the younger people, of course, they want to live in the cities to continue their carry,
Their
yeah,
career path,
career.
you
Oh,
mean?
yes, their career path,
Okay.
and older people like older people. I think they like
People.
to
Older
older people
people.
Older people, yeah, they like to live in the countryside because they're not working anymore. They want to live in a peaceful place, not very crowded, so they can live peacefully and relaxing.
They
Not
can live
thinking too
peacefully
much.
and relax themselves.
Yeah, not thinking too much about work because living in the city, there's a lot of things happen in city.
What things?
Thing like work,
Like a lot of
in
worry, thing to
a
worry
lot
about, right?
a lot of things to worry about, and people in city live very rush, very
You
hustle.
mean they live in a very hectic
Yeah,
and rushy, a very hectic or fast pace of life?
yeah, and I don't think old people gonna catch up that living environment. So the best way for them is to live in the countryside, where they can live like slowly, and enjoy the life.
Enjoy life, not the life.
Sorry, enjoy life.
Enjoy life. Okay, very good. Mr. Lum, please. So, do people prefer to live in a city than in a town, and why? And why not? Just think about it for a moment. Yes.
I think most of people prefer to
Most
live in
of people, most people,
most
people, hoặc là most of the people. Once again.
Most people
Yes.
prefer to living in a city than in a town because it has many benefits.
Because there are many.
There are many benefits when people in the city. For example, when you are a social addicted, you
mean when you are a social butterflies? So basically, this is a term to describe people who really need to socialize.
Yeah.
We call them social butterflies. Social butterflies,
example,
những con bướm xã giao. Social butterflies are people who really need to socialize.
And can living without interact with other people. So
wait, social butterflies are people who really need to socialize and to interact with other people.
Yeah.
It's the opposite of what you say. Okay, say again, please.
Social butterfly who really need the socialize and interact with other people. So they very hard to living in the a town where fewer people than in the city.
Okay. All right. So furthermore, yes, please. Yes, please.
Furthermore, the living in the city offer more utilities rather than in a town. So people easy to approach the supermarket,
and
movie theater, and other high-end utilities than
other high-end things, utilities. Yeah. Now, so Miss Shum, please. Why do the elderly like to live in the countryside? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that because the elder people, they also spend their whole life to work, and with a lot of pressure, or working with working take a lot of time, and they are depending their working job, so they they pass a lot of things, they experience a lot of things in their lives, so they just need, in the end part of their life, they just need to keep their life is simple, don't rush, not have crowded people, and enjoy what they make them feel easy and
make them feel easier
make them
and
feel
more relaxed.
easier and more
And more
relaxed.
relaxed, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
but in the
Anything
countryside,
else? Yes.
that is the good environment with a lot of tree. People is friendly. We can
It's more
talk with each
friendly
other.
and
Yeah, they can talk with each other. Don't need too much about worry about the uh, thing that in the life in city have. Yeah.
okay. Now, I don't think you are at your best shape to speak yet, Monsieur. Maybe Mr. Trung will answer this question. So why do the elderly like to live in the countryside? What do you think?
Because elderly, they don't like because they old.
They
Like
old, they old.
because no, sorry, because what to say? Because they nghỉ hưu là gì?
Because they are
Retire.
retired already.
Yeah, because they retire already, so they don't have like the reason to live in a city because like living in people now the population in the city keep increasing because many young people like college student from around the area around the north area sorry the south and area come to Ho Chi Minh City to keep learning so the population keep increasing, which lead to
Which leads to what?
which lead to elders they have to move to the countryside because they retire now. So and the reason elderly like to live in the countryside is because it's peaceful. It's very very relaxing and not rushy, not fast in like in the city. So and
you sounds like the one who really experienced or are really experienced with this one, and you want to move, I think.
because my grandparents they just moved back to the countryside last year after COVID outbreak. So yeah, and I think that because the living environment in the countryside is more suitable for elderly compared to city.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
All right. Good. Now, so let's move on to let's move on to 14. Describe a polite person. No, let's not do this one. Let's do something that has only part 2 because I feel like we don't have much time left. Let me move this one. Do something that we don't have part 2. We don't have part 3, I mean. Let's do 27. Let's do 27, shall we? Okay, 27. Describe a strange person you have met. Miêu tả một cái người lạ mặt mà các bạn đã gặp. You should say who this person is. When did you meet him or her? How long you have known this person? Why is he or she strange? Okay, you have, say, 1 minute to think about this one. Okay, let's start first with, say, Mr. Trung. Okay, describe a strange person you have met. You should never describe me,
Like I haven't met you in person before, so
Of course you have never met me in person, but I have taught you for so many days. But I'm not a stranger, of course.
yeah, just kidding.
Okay, now
So
describe a strange person you have met, please.
so back before I have my own vehicle, I go to school by car.
Vehicle.
A vehicle. So I go to school by bus. And yeah, when going on a bus, you will meet a lot of stranger. And so one day, like I met like I met a girl. I think she is like same age as me. She study in a different school based on her uniform. And
Of course.
like after, like, I'm not talking with her on the bus because it's really awkward, because we not knowing each other, and just um just talking like that is not very polite. So yeah, it just on a bus trip, and after that we just become
After that,
strange
what
again.
happened?
I never met her again because I think it's very strange if I came up to her and like ask for
If I
her.
come up to her, if I come up to
If
her
I come up to her and ask her Facebook or ask her phone number, it's it's make her think I'm a bad person. So yeah, that's a stranger I met on a bus.
Okay, so let's move on to Mr. Lon, please. Describe a strange person you have met, please.
Yeah. uh, there was a Chinese girl who was
There was a
a
Chinese girl. Oh,
yeah
wow.
who was a solo traveler
Wait,
uh,
what do you say? For a solo? What?
solo traveler
Ah, a solo traveler.
solo traveler
A solo traveler, I see.
a solo traveler. I met her accidentally in Phuket Island when I had a trip there. Um, at my on my third day of my trip, I moved to another resort. Um, there was my whole lazy day without any task, and I just lay down on the chair on the beach to
On the
reading
beach.
on
On
the
the
beach
beach. Yes.
to reading a book. Suddenly, she appeared in front of me.
Sounds like a novel, you know? Như
Yeah,
tiểu thuyết vậy đó. It sounds
oh,
like novel, typical
she,
novel story.
yeah, she got my attention immediately
And you asked for her number.
because she was so really beautiful and looked like a model girl in
Wow.
my imagine
In a magazine. In the magazine.
my magazine.
In a magazine.
So that
Yes.
is the first time I
That was the first time. That was the first
that
time.
was the first time I intimative uh, approach to her to say hello with a a
With a
stranger
stranger. With a
stranger
stranger.
person.
We say a stranger. A stranger is a person already. So you don't say a stranger person. You say a stranger.
A stranger.
Where a stranger. Okay, Miss Shu,
Then
please.
we have a good
Oh,
talk
sorry.
about. Okay, that's all.
I think that's good enough. Don't make it too long, okay? You have only 2 minutes maximum. Mission, please. Describe a strange person you have met, please. Mission, please. Are you there? Your microphone, please.
Yes, so sorry.
Okay, no problem. Please, your turn.
Yes, in one occasion, I have joined the marathon race. Um, in those,
I joined. Just say in one occasion, I join. Ed. I
yeah, I
join
joined
and
in the marathon race. time I go alone. Then I know
I
my
went
friend.
that time I went alone.
Yeah, I went alone. Then I know friend of mine go with me, so I'm
Went
just
with
running.
me. A friend of mine went with me.
Yeah, I go alone, and then as after a few minutes, I see the young man who is very fine and good looking, but especially he's running with my race. So I catch him and
I caught him and
yeah, I catch and talking with him.
let's just say let's just say you open up a conversation. Let's just say you strike up a conversation. Bắt chuyện. To strike up a conversation
with
with
him.
someone.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
What
and
else then?
we run with each other at in the race. We are talking a lot about the doing running, how to run and keep inspiring each other to don't be tired. Yeah,
To not be tired. To not be
yeah,
tired.
to not be tired, and we also take a photo with each
We also took
other.
photos. Past tense, please. Be careful. You are basically describing a story in the past. So we basically took photos.
Yeah, we took a photo with each other, but we forgot to ask the contact with each other. So
Oh, you forgot to add Facebook.
yeah. So at the end of the race, because I'm too tired and he still feel good, so I'm asking him, run, you can run as you can. So he left me, and I try, but at the finish, I can't find him. So
At
yeah,
the finish line, you cannot find him anymore.
yeah,
I see. Sometimes life is strange. It presents you with opportunities to see other people. But then, after sometimes, they just vanish, you know. Biến mất. They just disappear. They just
yeah,
vanish.
he vanished. I can't find him.
Oh, well. What can you say? That's life. C'est la vie, you know. Oh, excuse me. Now, I think we can end the video here. It's time already, class. Well, let's see each other on Tuesday, and I expect to see the task 1. Okay, we should do the task 1. You know, I mean solving the task 1 on Tuesday. Okay, thứ ba sửa bài writing nha, mọi người.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and press on the bell button next to it so you can get notified about my new uploads. You can also follow my Facebook, but please don't add me on Facebook, okay? Cảm ơn các bạn đã theo dõi. Các bạn hãy nhấn vào like, chia sẻ video này với bạn bè và các bạn. Đăng ký kênh YouTube mình và nhấn vào nút cái chuông kênh cạnh để đăng ký kênh á, để mà các bạn có thể được thông báo về những video mới nha. Các bạn cũng có thể theo dõi, follow Facebook mình nhưng đừng kết bạn Facebook mình. Thank you and see you in my next video. Bye bye.